We have a beautiful, beautiful thing in front of you here, guys. What is this? Well, this is going to be a questionnaire. My first question, this should be a pretty easy for most of you. So what I want you guys to do is, would you or would you not take this trade? Okay, and I'm gonna give you the answer. Let's assume now the average daily range is higher than the 4% that we have a minimum requirement of. And the question is, and the RS rating is above 90%, okay? We get a big push up on volume. We get this pullback here. Dan Bob says yes. Jimmy Bright says yes. We only got 2 out of 14 people. I wanna know what you guys think here. Would you take this trade? Would you or would you not? Would you or would you not? I'll get a little sip Shawana and we'll give you just a few seconds to answer. Let's see what you guys think. We got 2 people that say yes, they would take this. I need to know, would you take this trade? Would you take this trade? And we're gonna play it out, okay? Yosef says yes. Who else? Would you guys take this trade or not? I need to know. B. Stewie says yes. All right, we got 4, we got 5. Swervo says yes on volume. What's up, Swervo? Good to see you. Jordan Cruz says yes. Yes, it looks pretty unanimous. Let's see what happens here when we get a big push up on volume, a consolidated pullback riding a 10-day moving average, and it gets tight here with a high RS and average daily range. Let's play this out. Boom, boom. Pulls back, and that's where we're at right now. So this is a yes. Why? Well, because it follows all of our rules, guys. This is exactly what we're looking for, and this is a picture perfect. I don't know if I gave it away on the first one, but yes, guys, this is exactly what you want to see when you are looking for these. You want to see these nice, beautiful push up on volume, a pullback on lighter volume, and then a breakout to the north side on volume. You take it. So yes, well done, guys. Jordan, welcome. Jordan Cruz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, next up, guys, we have this one. My question is, would you take this trade? We get a push up on volume, and I'll just let you guys take a little peeky gander at what we have going on here. Okay, this is what we have. I can zoom out a little bit for you here so you guys can see what's going on. No, I will not give you the ticker name on this, nothing, okay? But I know that we got quite a few people playing this game. Let's keep on playing, guys. I want to know, and give me your honest opinion. Don't just take what everybody else is saying. If you're going to say no, maybe tell me why. You don't have to. If you're going to say yes, tell me why, but you don't have to. If you want to just simply say yes or no, that's A-okay. But I want to know, would you take this trade if it broke out above this on volume? Yes or no? All right, we got 2. We got a yup. We got a yes. What else we got? So would you take this? We got Predator with his eyes closed now. Jimmy says yes. Jordan Cruz says yes. Dan Bob says yes. Nice base. Nalani says yes. Predator giving it away. B. Stewie, Yosef, they say yes. Beautiful. So let's take a little peeky gander of what happens here. Now remember, earnings is coming up. Earnings is out in just a few days. Let's see what happens just before earnings. Bada bing, bada boom. It heads much, much higher with earnings taking it higher as well. Why would we take this? Because we get a big push up on volume with earnings behind us. It pulls back and it pushes up higher and it consolidates. It gets nice and tight here on a 10-day moving average, and it shows a very clear topping pattern, okay? Next up, we have this big push up on earnings, a lot of volume pushing us up, and it starts riding the moving averages. Let's take a little peeky gander at this, guys. What would you do in this situation? What would you do here? Does this look like something that we would want to take a breakout on? If this broke out of this area, let's just make this the trend area right here. Is this something we would want to take out on volume? That is the question. Let's act like earnings is not here, guys. It's above an average daily range of 4%, and the RS rating is higher. I want to know what you would say, okay? So let's see. Jimmy Bright says no. Predator says no. Yosef says no. Nalani says no. Swervo Trade says no. Are you kidding me? Why not, guys? You're not going to take this? Why not? Let's just see what happens here. It moves up, and look at this gap down. Gap down. Now, here's a big reason why we wouldn't take this, guys. And it might sound whimsical for us to do this, but it's very, very important because there'll be times when you're looking at these and you'll try to talk yourself into a trade like this, right? You'll try and talk yourself into a trade. Oh, well, it's a trend. Well, yeah, but it broke all these moving averages, right? It broke the 50-day moving averages. Earnings come out the next day. We don't want to be in this, right? So yes. No below a 200-day moving average, slow ADR. No, this is the 200-day moving average right here in teal. So it is above it, but it is below a 50. So if you thought this was the 200, same thing, 50. You don't want to mess with that. Tech isn't doing well. No, we're gonna act like in this situation, B Stewie, that we're not thinking about what's hot and what's not. Okay, we're only looking at the structure. So, oh, you can see it. Damn it. All right, next up, we have this right here. Would you take this trade right here? What is this? Well, we got a big push up here, a little cup, a little bit of a handle here, and then we get, I don't know what you want to call this here, guys. I'll clean this up a little bit for you. Looks like some type of trend right here. That's the next question. Would you take this trade here? It's very interesting. It really is. It's very interesting. Let me zoom out a little bit for you. Show you the full spectrum here, okay? We're gonna act like the average daily range is high enough. We're gonna act like the RS is high enough. The only thing I want you guys to focus on is the structure and the moving averages, okay? The structure and the moving averages. You got your 10, your 21, and your 50 here, okay? A lot of these white lines are my, all right, we got Nalani saying yes, Yosef saying yes, B. Stewie saying yes, Jimmy, yes, Jordan says yes. Okay, now I will be very honest with you guys. I would definitely take this too. I mean, look at this. We got a cup with a handle, and it looks like it's riding this 10 and 21 day moving average here. It looks like right here would be the best place to take it because it's getting really, really tight, and then it breaks down and it pops back up. Let's see what happens here, guys. Oh, look at this. It pops back up above it, and it starts to ride. Let's see where this takes us. All right, and it heads back down, and this is where we're at right now with this trade, okay? So this would have been, you could probably see this. Let's say you took the trade here, okay? Let's say you took the trade, come on now. Let's say you took the trade there, 8%. Yeah, you could have got 1 R out of this. That's not really that's not a very good trade, okay? Now, we are not in the best state of trading right now for this trade. But yes, I agree with you. I like this. I don't like this so much, but this is an undercut and rally, okay? It undercuts and it pops back up. I much rather see an undercut and rally the same day where it comes down and then it gets soaked right back up into that area, okay? So it looks good. It worked out. It was not nearly as powerful as we would want to see, but we probably could have seen that in the volume if we would have zoomed in there, okay? So that's good. Yes, cup and handle, Dan Bob says. Predator says no. Yeah, this is kind of a preference because some people don't like these undercut and rallies, and you know, I can't blame you for not taking it. All right, next up, guys, let's take a little peeky gander at this. Push up on volume here, pull back on volume dry up. It looks like a newer IPO. We don't even have a 50-day moving average out on this thing yet. What would you guys do with this trade? It looks like it's tightening up here on the 10-day moving average. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? All right, so we're looking at this stock here. B. Stewie says yes, he would take it. Yosef says no. Dan Bob says yes. Jordan Cruz says no. Swervo says yes. Wow, this is divided. I like these ones, guys. If you're telling me no, I'd like to know why no, and yes, yes. Jimmy says if volume, sure. If you guys have a reason why you want to tell me no when you're telling me no, let me know. If you're telling me yes and you got a reason, yes, let me know. You don't have to, but I'm just kind of elaborating here. I like to know your thoughts and your reasonings why. So guys, if this thing gets volume, I'm 100% going to take this. And I did when this trade happened. You guys will recognize this right after I play it, I think. Look at this. This stock up over 400%. Does anybody remember what this stock is? Anybody? Well, I'll let you guys answer that really, really soon. If you can remember what stock this is, let me know in the chat. You get kudos for sure. This is my best trade of the year, basically. So yes, the answer is yes. And Why would we play this? Let me, now obviously this is in hindsight, but if we're looking at this, so this is what I like about this trade. We get a big push up on volume. We get a nice consolidated pullback where it rides this 10-day moving average. Not only that, but it's above its IPO price as well. So there's nothing above it to really hold this thing back. So this is a beautiful bull flag, and I love it, guys. I love it. The RS was high. The average, yes. Oh, you guys, that's nothing but love right there. Yes. Yeah, the BCP pattern's nice too, Dan Bob. Stewie says NNE. Jimmy says NNE. Dan Bob says NNE. Jimmy. Yeah. So, but I got to tell you, B. Stewie said it first. Okay, so he's my favorite. Nalani, NNE, yeah. And if you're watching this at a later time, that's A-okay. Join the Discord. Join the Discord so you can take a part of these awesome questionnaires. It's definitely something that I'm excited to do. It helps train your eye into seeing patterns like this and to seeing patterns like this. Okay, this is exactly what we're looking for. Big pushes up, pullbacks, it getting really tight on a 10 or 21 day moving average, and it breaking out higher. Same thing with SHIP. We're looking for nice topping patterns, breakouts. We're not looking for sloppy shit like this where it's breaking moving averages. We're looking for nice tight areas so we can make 400% gainers just like we did, and we called everything that you see here out in the daily watch list. Of course, we're not doing a lot of the Dan Bob says B Stewie, you're a suck up. B Stewie, my man. We got this stock right here, guys. Here's the next one. All right, so I put this one in here, and I'm going to point out why I think it's tricky to get you guys really thinking here. We get this push up on volume, and it gets really tight here with the 10-day moving average coming up. And then we get this little tricky one here, okay? This thing pops up, and it pulls back on volume here, okay? So would you take this trade if it were to break out higher? Now, this isn't a trick question. Let's imagine here this next candle comes out, and it gets up, back up in this 1250 area, breaking out just like it did here on volume. Would you take this trade? Nalani says no. Why would you say no, Nalani? I'm very curious to why you would say no. Is it because that fake breakout right here? Swervo says no. I want to know why. It's easy to say yes here. Predator says yes on volume because it's a base with few inside days sprinkled in it. You know, I like your answer there. Yes on volume because it's a base with a few inside days. Jimmy Bright says no. Swervo says no. Nalani says no. Beef Stewie says yes. Jordan says yes. Dan Bob says yes. All right. I'll give you a quick second to answer why you were saying no. Pull back on that candle. Yeah, I can see how that's concerning there. And before I play this, guys, I'm going to tell you, I actually took this base breakout. I took it on this day right here, and it pulled back, and it stopped me out. Okay? It does look scary, Nalani. The question, though, was if the next day this thing broke out the same way it did here, would you buy it? Now, personally, the only way I can tell you this is yes, I would. I would buy it. Swervo says it would have to be above previous day's highs. I like that. Would have to watch it hard. I like that answer too, Jimmy. So this one, when I was going across this, Dan Bob's favorite stock grinder, when I seen this stock here, and it had this fake breakout here, I actually bought this. I bought this right here on this day when it broke out right around 1250, 1256, and it pushed out higher on higher volume on that 5-minute candle. And I bought this, and it pulled back, and it pulled back hard, and it stopped me out, okay? And then it headed lower and bounced off the 10-day moving average. And I reset my alert for the top of this candle. Just like Swervo said, it would have to be above previous day's high. So this would be the previous day on this next candle. Let's just see what happens, and then we'll continue on it. Volume speaks volumes, Beef Stewie says. All right, right here, as you guys can see, it never came back up. It never came back up to break this false breakout, okay? So I'm telling you the answer. I'm answering my own question. There's no right or wrong answer here because it never actually broke out. So we'll never actually know what happens with this stock. But me personally, if it would have held this 10-day moving average got even tight again, or even the next day broke out on volume, it would be speaking volumes. And then bada bing, bada boom, we'd be making money real soon. I think this thing would take off much higher if that volume would push it higher. Swerve, I really like your answer though. If it broke this high, we'd take it on this high, risking same day's low. If it was within the average daily range. Now the average daily range on this now is only 3.14%, but at the time of this breakout, I do believe it was closer to 4%. So grinder, it is grinding lower now, and we'll see, you know, maybe in the future we can see what happens to this, but yeah, not the right environment for it. But me personally, I like this base. I like the base. I like the fake breakout. If I would have known it was a fake breakout, I wouldn't have bought it, but I did buy this. I did stop out. It was a very small loss for me. Okay, next up, guys, let's take a little peeky gander at this one. I'm excited for the, hang on, let me pull this screen. For some reason, it's not, this one's not working. Oh, there we go. All right, I got it working. Here we go, guys. All right, here's the next one. Nalani said, and also we don't take it on initial breakout, right? We will wait and tight and take it. Well, no, we take it on the initial breakout if there's volume. So let's go back to here and take a look. So right here, we wouldn't take it down here, no. But we're imagining the next day that it broke out of this area on volume. So, but to answer your question, we don't take it on the initial breakout, right? No, we do not take it on the initial breakout. We will if there is volume though. So yes, I guess we do take it on the initial breakout, okay? But there's gotta be volume. We don't just take it because it's breaking out, no. But if there's volume, yes, we absolutely do, okay? So that, I think that was a good one. I'm glad we picked that one. Next question is this one here, guys. This one is a nice looking stock here. If we zoom out here, you can see kind of the structure of it, just kind of nothing but, you know, dead in the water. And then boom, it pops up out of nowhere on volume. And it pulls back here and starts to get tighter on what looks to be a 10-day moving average. We're gonna imagine that the average daily range is higher than it needs to be, and the RS rating is higher than the 90 that we needs to be, okay? Let's see. Dan Bob says, yes, Daddy David. What? I don't even know where that came from, dude. But I like it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't call me Daddy David, especially because you're the old man. You're the old man here. And while you guys are waiting and you're answering this question right here, make sure you click this live button. If you aren't live right now and you're watching this at a later time, if you're enjoying this at all whatsoever, if you are finding this entertaining or you're taking trading seriously, make sure you smash this like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the kind of stuff we do with our crew about 4 days out of the week. We get together, we go over the overall market, we make sure everybody's on the same page, and then we study. Why do we study? We want to train our eyes into seeing patterns like this. Why? Kristen Quilamagi, Oliver Kell, Dan Zanger. These are timeless strategies that some of the greatest people that have made millions of dollars have learned themselves. And if you can learn it, you can learn it with us. This is exactly what we're trying to do. Eventually, we will all be millionaires, and we want you to be a part of this crew too. So join now or forever hold your peace, because this is growing exponentially. We are growing extremely fast. So hit that like, hit that subscribe button, check out the link tree. In the link tree, you'll find our Discord. You're gonna have to go through the Swing Trading School course that's free in our YouTube. Once you get through all of that, all those videos, then you can join our Discord. Absolutely free. The only thing we ask is for you to check out the charting platform using my link in the description, in the link tree. Okay, back to what we were talking about, guys. We got Dan Bob saying yes, Yosef says yes, Nalani says yes, Jimmy Bright says yes, and Jordan Cruz says yes. You're all gonna take this? Fine, I'll take it with you. Let's see what happens. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go, baby. This thing rip tater chips to the north side from $7.25. It makes a move all the way up to $30.76. What an absolute beautiful, beautiful move. Now, if we would have taken this move, let's say we would have taken this on its volume somewhere around right here, and we would have risked 15%. This thing moved up as high as 247%, guys. That is so nuts. That is so nuts. That risk reward multiple there is just crazy, especially if we would have used my 10-day moving average as your stop loss. You would have made all the way up to $17.90 on your last half after the 3 to 5 days, if you would have done Christian Kulamagi style where you sold half after 3 to 5 days, and then your last half breaking the 10-day moving average, it would have been very, very advantageous. Or if you would have sold half at 2R, compiling your gains, you would have had another beautiful, beautiful win. So this looks really, really good here. You could have got 14 to 20% on your first 2R multiple, and then at least another 141% on your last half. So yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy move. This is actually what Christian Kulamagi uses as his perfect setup. This is what he likes to show people. Do you realize that this perfect setup looks a lot like this perfect setup? Looks a lot like this perfect setup, guys. Sorry, not that perfect setup, but this perfect setup. You guys see why we are training our eyes here? I want you to make money, and I want you to make money with me, okay? So let's keep on keeping on, guys. Let's go to the next one, baby. All right, here's our next trade. Okay, here we go. So we got a big push up here, a nice trending stock to the north side. Would you guys take this trade? We got a nice top right here. I can just move this so we get a clear as day on this top. Nice top right here, pullback right here, pulling back on lighter volume. What do you guys think about this stock? Is this something that you would buy here? Let me just draw like a trend line maybe right here. Let's say it breaks this trend on volume. Are we taking this stock, guys? Oh, you don't need to know what stock it is. It's above the average daily range. It's above the RS that we need. Are you taking this stock? Jordan Cruz says no. Jimmy Bright says no. Anybody gonna take this stock? Yosef says no. Why not, guys? What's wrong? What's wrong with this stock? Huh? What's wrong, Doc? Huh? No, becoming a drip. This isn't. I wouldn't call this a big drip. The big drip has more of I don't know how to explain the big drip. But it's a little bit slower than this. It is dripping. Drippy drop. Coming off the top. Mama wiping all that baby snot. Predator says no. B-Stewie says no. Curling moving average below a 50-day moving average. I like that answer. Nalani says no. Predator says crossing multiple moving averages. Nalani says below a 21-day moving average. All great, great answers, guys. I love it. Let's just play this out. Look at this thing. And it does. It starts to head lower. And here we are today. Okay, so this thing did not and does not look good right now. Okay, not only is it below all those moving averages, but it does look like it's going to continue lower, below curling moving averages, below a 50-day moving average. Yeah, you guys, each and every one of you were right. Yeah, Nalani says downward direction. Yeah, it is trending downwards as well. You know, as well as this. This looks nice, guys. Like if we were to just go ahead and select this bar, oh goodness. Now this is what I'm looking for. Look at this. Following a 21-day moving average, then this thing gets volume, pops up higher, and then starts to trend this 21-day moving average. Okay, look how nice and tight this baby got. Okay, if the average daily range was above 4% and the RS rating was above 90 right here, I would 100% take this trade. But guess what? It never got above that, did it? Maybe just for a second, but there was no volume there. Okay, so that's why we don't take pre-anticipatory takes like Nalani said earlier. We won't be taking pre-anticipatory takes. We don't just take it because it broke out of this area and made a new all-time high. Hell no. We're going to take a look at the volume. We're going to see if the volume speaks volume and starts to head us a little bit higher. Okay?